Hi, Sag. Let's look at February, okay? This is going to be your general overall themes and details for February, in particular the first 2 weeks of February in the thick of Aquarius season. It's good for any placement of Sagittarius in your natal chart, but as always, keep in mind this is a general reading, so this may or may not come through to fruition for all of you. Check back in a couple weeks and see if it did, and watch the playback to look at the advice from Spirit. It can help you. It can help you see what's going on in the environment as well. Link to the website for private readings is down in the description below. And if you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. Don't let the name fool you. As I always say, this channel is for Libra and Sagittarius. Yes, I do readings for all 12 zodiac signs. Why wouldn't I? But you lovely folks give me an unusual amount of downloads, so I have to get the messages out. So I gave you all your own channel. So if you're a Sag or you have Libra in your chart, hit the bell. You came to the right place. I'll read for you here a lot. All right, let's begin. I think that you may be in a place of transition. I think that this middle part of Aquarius season and February could be a very important pivotal point for you. I do think you're going to have a lot of on and off energy because the human design theme of February, I love this card. I love this eagle waking up in her. It's actually a phoenix. This is the incarnation cross of the sleeping phoenix. That is your overall theme for February. Now, if you follow human design, you might be saying to me right now, but Carrie Lee, my cross of destiny is not the cross of the sleeping phoenix. That's okay. This is just the destiny that will be influencing you right now. Okay, Sag, and the themes that will be influencing you. It incorporates 4 different parts of your body and 4 different channels in your body. It's a channel of power in gate 34. Being in the present moment and staying in the now and getting in touch with that power is going to be really necessary for you coming out of gate 20. Gate 55 is going to want to influence you, whether it's defined in your body or not. The gate of spirit and also intimacy, getting intimate with yourself and getting intimate with others. This destiny really focuses on a busyness. So I think that you will feel the need to be very busy. There will be busyness for you. You will be really active, I think, or want to be in February. And you have the capacity this month for really powerful, rapid manifestation. But when you're embodying this destiny and these themes, there's also a theme of like coming back to life and a resurrection. So there may be a resurrection feeling for you, a revamping, a reboot. You may feel like you're rebooting yourself in some way. It is this theme of coming back to life and resurrection, and out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise. So if you've been through any endings, you may really come back on again in February. There's usually this feeling of being either really, really on with this destiny or really, really off when it's embodied. So when you're on, and when you're off. Allow yourself to rest during your off times and don't get frustrated by it, Sag, because when you are on and you come back online and you feel that feeling of resurrection after an off period, you have this potential after a plateau to like leap into progress. So I think February for a lot of you will be like when you're off, it's like dormancy. And then when you come on, you're revitalized and then you'll make huge progress. You'll probably experience a lot of energetic plateaus this month. And I love what it says here on the card, my human design deck. Victimization becomes freedom. Lethargy becomes vitality. Entropy becomes explosive energy. When someone with this cross crosses your path, be aware that themes of busyness and resurrection may be headed your way. Also, they mention in 2027, the Earth will end a 400-year cycle in the cross of planning and enter the cross of the sleeping phoenix. Some of you are about to start what will become a 4-year cycle. So in 2027, if you're starting something right now, in any way, it may reach its full power and full embodiment in the next 4 years. Now, a lot of people don't like it, especially when I do private readings and I tell people that they're going to have to wait any longer than like 6 weeks for anything. They get shitty and frustrated. I don't want to wait that long. I don't want to wait that long for life either. Fire signs typically do not like to wait. Be patient because That doesn't mean that you will not be happy or have success in 2023. I just think that for some of you, this is an indication that you're about to start a 4-year cycle. And then in 2027, when the Earth ends a 400-year cycle it's been in, it's like there's been this huge works in the making for you, and you have been in a planning phase. Now you're feeling this renewal and revamp. You're going to make a lot of progress in a short amount of time this month when you're in that on phase. And it's ultimately leading you something that in 4 years from now is going to make a huge dent in your life and be really impactful and important. You may struggle with taking action and some procrastination right now because Oracle messages, in addition to the human design activation, action flew out of my deck and fell into reverse. Action is in reverse and focus. Okay, some of you are not taking action towards something at the moment. I do have the Magician on the table, so maybe some of you are like in a planning phase, gathering resources, getting all your ducks in a row. It is a month to focus. Get focused, laser focused on what you want before you take action. It's like you're a racehorse at the gate waiting for the horn to blow so that you can take off. Yeah, getting into alignment with what's most important to you right now and a lack of action. Now, this could be energy coming towards you. If you were anticipating someone taking action towards you in any way, shape, or form, they're focused. They're trying to get into alignment with their own goals before they take action towards you. But I see that the issue may be procrastination. It's like there's something here that you really, really want that you're not 100% going towards, because your advice from Spirit is surrender to your full power and surrender to passion, but surrender procrastination. And that might be why action's in reverse. Some of you, oh my God, I'm a Libra. We literally wrote the book on procrastination. It's ridiculous. We stand there and go, well, so if you have any Libra in your chart, I know you feel me. But this can be an issue for mutable fire signs, in particular, those of you with the human design of generator or manifestor generator. Goddamn. Generator people make a lot of energy. And if you have fire in your chart and it's mutable, the energy is constantly being made. And if you're not sure where it's supposed to go, combined with your mutable fire nature, you might like spin your wheels and kind of be all over the place. You may feel very antsy. Make sure you use up all your energy during the day. That's going to help you continue to be focused because you're meant to be resurrecting in some way. But procrastination may be a problem for you. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Okay. There's just going to be themes of procrastination. Knowing this now may help you get ahead of your own game. What helps you personally with procrastination? Think about it. It'll help you with focus too. I'm also hearing that some of you may struggle with allergies and have headaches in your sinuses and above your eyes in February. Sticking your face in one of those, a sauna may help, or those baths you take, what are they called? Like the neti pot. My daughter does this. That may help you with sinus headaches and pressure in general. Fire signs being exposed to water can help you create that alchemy and balance that's temperance. That may help with your procrastination too. But it's time for you to step into your full power. Sagittarius, life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. What are you doing? Don't play it small. It's time to play it big. Leo is calling you, roar like a lion, because there's something that you want to passionately drive towards. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Yes, those with sacral authority. Feel it. And the root chakra. Yeah, focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Put as little of your thoughts, feelings, efforts, and energy towards things that you are not passionate about and people that you do not enjoy being around. We have to do things that we don't want to do in life, but if you make room for what you're passionate about, it'll help you feel more confident. Yeah, I can see that some of you are really holding back with procrastination. Spirit's saying, do it. You know you want to fucking do it. Yes, God does say stuff like that to us. It's time to focus on that. Your power, your passion. Yeah. And again, you'll have on-off energy. When you're off, you'll be super off. But you're meant to regenerate, and the sleeping phoenix will wake up. The sleeper must awaken, as they said in the book Dune. The sleeper must awaken. And when you awaken, you'll have these explosive moments where you can create a lot of forward motion in a short amount of time. Yeah, the on again, off again manifestation. Procrastination might be the thing holding you back. They did want me to use the Cosmic Cat deck again. Oh, I love this deck. I literally am a dork, you guys. I look at this deck just for no reason at all the time, because the images are wonderful. Improvisation, make it up as you go along. So some of you may struggle to create a plan. That may or may not be a good thing. If you feel better improvising and just making things up as you go along, if that makes you feel more authentic in nature, by all means, put on your tutu and your unicorn hat and do your disco dance. Improvisation there will be this theme of improvisation. There will be a theme of making it up as you go along. For sure. Also, territorial came out. Find your place. Some of you are looking for your place. Some of you do need to stand up for yourself in some way and be like, hey, this is my space. This is what I'm in charge of. This is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to be. You may struggle to find your place right now, but that might be because you're not being territorial enough. So there will be themes of territorialness. Some of you are quite literally looking for a space or a place. Maybe you're looking for a home. You may feel a little displaced at work. You may feel a little displaced in your own home. I feel that way all the time in my own home. My family thinks that my office and sanctuary to commune with spirit is a place to eat tacos. I find my family in here all the time. I need to take this advice too. You may have a similar struggle. That's the point I'm making. You will need to find your place. And also focus. Second card of focus. Keep your eyes on the prize. Also, stand your ground is at the bottom of this deck, and that has a similar scene with being territorial. Make it very clear what you want to other people right now, Sag. You are going to need to be confident. You are going to need to stand your ground. You are going to need to stay focused, or you'll lose your place. Yeah, don't self-sabotage. I think it's okay to make it up as you go along, though. That seems to feel right. I also see stay with the process down here, too. Okay, this could be energy coming towards you, or this could be all you. You take it as it resonates. Overall energy of the reading is the Wheel of Fortune. The way you or someone else will be feeling is the Magician. You're being seen as the Knight of Cups. What you need to know or your advice is the Knight of Wands, and the final outcome is Justice, Libra. We have this new opportunity. I know you love the wand. I know you do. And there's this need for carpe diem and to really progress and do something super fun. Very collaborative as well. It could be really happy. Could create a lot of happiness with Leo here. Someone may be very nostalgic. There may be someone who really wants to impress you. I'm hearing that some of you want to recapture something from your past and breathe life into it again and have it propel you forward. Very much so. And we do have King of Wands energy. So with the Wheel of Fortune, fate, destiny, cycles, luck is on your side. But this is a pattern that someone has played out, I think, because the Wheel of Fortune does, to me, often speak of cycles and just needing to wait for divine timing. And the wheel reminds us that when we're up, when we're down, and the only thing that we can control is ourselves. We can't control other people, the weather, supply chain, extenuating circumstances. Someone may have been waiting around for something, or they have this pattern of not stepping outside of their comfort zone and sort of milling around. Because we have the Knight of Pentacles, you could be dealing with an earth sign, younger earth sign too. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Six of Swords. Okay. Someone may have in the past possibly, and for quite some time, like about a decade, just constantly milled around and did what was familiar, stayed home, stayed close to home base, stayed close to a comfort zone in a little bit of a daydreamy fantasy, thinking they had a lot of opportunities, and maybe looking at choices, but being a bit overwhelmed and slow to approach, and just being in this place of transition. Some of you may have literally felt stuck for quite some time. Some of you have kept yourself stuck for quite some time. Some of you felt like that was out of your control because of like, well, I had to keep working here to pay off my student loans, or I had to live here for this time, or I had to do this for this period of time. I'm going to keep exploring my options, but nothing's really moving quickly. And I'm just kind of circling the runway. It's like forever being on a taxi. And it may feel like that. But again, for some of you, this has been a pattern for you. You've been saying, oh yeah, I'm in this place of transition, or I'm about to start something for like a decade. Watch out for that pattern, because you're going to blink and you'll be like, oh my God, what am I doing here? Yeah, kind of this stuck energy, the slow approach in a place of transition, having a lot of choices, but maybe being a little overwhelmed by them. But now there is this need to manifest. Here's that make it up as you go along. The Magician, Aries, Gemini, Virgo energy, they all have this quality. The Magician hustles. The Magician has a natural aptitude. The Magician and human design often has a bit of the line 6 Hermit, or the line 2 Hermit. Like they make it up as they go along. People do see their qualities. He is being watched on a stage. Sorry, the line 6 is the role model. But this is a beginner getting the ducks in the row, gathering resources, ready to do something. Clarifying this is the 2 of Cups, the Hierophant of Taurus, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, you may have a person approaching you and they see you as the Knight of Cups. Someone may approach you in February that really wants to do something important with you. They may want to manifest a serious relationship with you. They could be Aries or Taurus, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. For some of you, it could be career. For some of you, this could be you like wanting to pursue higher learning, knowledge, education. I do get the sense that someone does want to collaborate with you, wants you to recognize and reward them for what they bring to the table. I also think that others may emulate you right now, in particular my masculines, because I do see because I have a King of Wands here. For my masculine Sagittarians, ladies, you can be in King energy though too. You may be very inspiring to other people. Other people may be learning from you, emulating you, seeing you as a Hierophant, seeing you as a messenger, seeing you as a person they want to role model in some way. Because the Hierophant's kind of like the sorcerer, and the Magician is the sorcerer's apprentice. Also, some of you may be seeing yourself in a higher role, like you're seeing your future self, and you're looking yourself in the mirror and you're like, you know what? I can keep doing this on the street corner, or I can teach my shit to everybody, like a real Hierophant. And other people will recognize me and will collaborate with me, and this will feel good to me. Someone may want to do that with you, or you see yourself doing that. This could go somewhere. This could have potential. If this is someone coming towards you, they do want to take action. They're tired of feeling stuck all the time. I'm kind of feeling like for a lot of you, though, this is you. You're like, I want to do this. You may pair up with a Taurus, an Aries, Virgo, or Gemini. And the way you're being seen is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is here twice now. The Knight of Cups has some pitfalls. Knights are action and expression. They're also younger people sometimes too. And it's so sad when we lose the true spiritual essence of the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups wants to recapture something that's youthful and dreamy and creative and idealistic. The Knight of Cups really wants to pour its heart into something. Idealistic and somewhat carried away, yes, but what's the opposite of that? Bored and bitter and no longer idealizing life? Someone does want to do this. Someone wants to recapture something really beautiful and really romantic and really pour their heart into it. It may be a creative endeavor. And clarifying this is the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups again. Okay, some of you, this is someone else. They could have Aries in their chart, or Aries-like themes, where If it's the honeymoon phase of anything for you, Sagittarius, you could find another person to team up with. You yourself will feel very visionary. You'll really want to pour your heart into it, or someone really holds you in high regard and wants to pour their heart into something with you. It's very beautiful here. It's not low key. It's like, I think, and so for some of you, if this is all you, it's like you're suddenly sitting up in your chair like, you know what? I can develop something here. I've learned something. I want to put it to use. I'm going to pour my heart into it. I am the fucking magician, yo. I'm going to create commitments in my life. I'm going to become a leader. Yeah, I'm tired of this feeling all the time of just being like, well, I'm kind of in a place of transition. Again, if it's romance or relationship, it could be significant. There's going to be a lot of energy put towards this from someone else or between the two of you. But there's this hesitation here. Because here's what you need to know, or your advice. The Knight of Wands, the passion project. Now, the Knight of Wands, I wouldn't necessarily, sorry, I didn't put my blinds down. There's like a sunbeam coming through here. Hopefully it's not creating a glare. The Knight of Wands, I wouldn't associate it with procrastination. I would associate it with innovation. I would associate it with confidence and standing your ground and absolutely surrendering to passion and full power. And it is action, but it can be scattered and sporadic. Now, as mutable fire signs, you understand scattered, sporadic energy. It's perfectly normal for a mutable sign to be all over the place. There may be definitely this sleeping phoenix of on again, off again energy, passion projects. It's like someone wants to put a lot of energy into it. But clarifying this is the Star, Aquarius, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, there's a hesitation coming off of someone in the environment that you want to work with in February in some way, or you yourself. What I hear someone saying is, I really want to be driven towards this, but I've done this before, and I think it's in alignment with what I want. But it stresses me out a little bit, and I'm afraid to take action, and now I'm going to stand here and weigh my odds. Well, someone may be wondering if they should free themselves from something and move towards something new, or really go for it. Someone will have to weigh their odds. Someone's not 100% sure if they're pursuing the right thing, despite really wanting to. If you know what this is about, if this is a me, myself, and I kind of theme, Sag, really hold still for a second and decide what's most practical for you. You may have to do two things at once. It might not be easy, but it could really be in alignment with like breaking a glass ceiling. Some of you are thinking about moving, relocating, completely changing career paths or something like that. And it feels rebellious. You're like, should I do this now or wait 2 years? Yeah, just know that your advice is you're going to feel a lot of drive, but you may second guess yourself, even though it's in alignment with your soul. Also, someone may be really waiting to get something going with you here. A lot of my feminines have a masculine coming towards them that's like, look, I'm literally showing up and I'm matching your energy. I hold you in high regard. I really want to pour myself into this. I absolutely want to prove it to you. I'm done with the stuck. It's time to move forward. Or again, that's just your energy. But I think it comes down to a choice that someone's afraid to make. Yeah, because we've got Justice here. Justice is Libra. Could be dealing with a Libra. Justice reminds us of cause and effect and making fair, honest choices and then living with the consequences of those choices. And clarifying this is the Seven of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Oh, I don't really know what I want here. Watch out for a tendency of keeping yourself just milling around and saying, oh, I'm just in a place of transition. Because when the time comes to live with that choice and make that contract, you just don't really want to do it. You'd rather pursue a bunch of other things and you don't really know what you want. Some of you have to accept the fact and accept something about yourself right now, which is that you're very idealistic and you do want to manifest, but you may do this to yourself every time it gets down to brass tacks. And then you just mill around and can't decide what you really want. You may also be dealing with another person like that. I do see that someone may act upon their own behalf. That may be you. Some of you want to explore new things, like you really do. And you don't feel like you can be 100% honest with everybody else. This may be like a contract at work or a raise or a bonus. I see that someone will not be 100% ready to make a decision. Be careful. Again, I can't stress it enough. This may be something that you do to yourself continuously. Something does need to be followed through with. It's kind of all over the place here with the Knight of Swords, but I get the sense that it does have potential. I also get the sense that someone may be pursuing you and keeping their options open at the same time. And I felt that theme for you before. And that's why there may be a lack of action. Because in the environment, if this is a person coming towards you, I have the Three of Pentacles, I have the Magician again, I have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Okay, there is someone around you that is a manifester. They are cooperative. They will put work in. And this is the Herald of Communication. They also want to open up to new things. And clarifying this is the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Okay, if you stall somebody, like they may be waiting for you to answer a calling that they've put out there. And you're like, nah, they could be a Libra. And you're like, nah, I don't know. I appreciate all your effort, though. I'm just not quite ready to do that. This might piss that person off, or they might really want to fight for it. They may also wonder if you're mad at them. They are waiting for something to happen here. So it's like, okay, using the Soma Chandra Oracle deck, tell me a little bit more about this person. I see potential. I need a plan. What's the rush? Taking steps and learning. Okay. You may be annoyed with them. It's like someone may put a lot of effort into something and then they're like, squirrel. And you're like, okay. Where's your spiritual Adderall? Because like I was sort of hoping this Magician would kind of turn into something. This person may be bouncing ideas off of you, living in the moment, because the Cross of the Sleeping Phoenix is very much about the present moment and not necessarily the future, because they're not rushing, but they can't settle down. Okay, they do see potential. They need a plan that they don't have. They might be working on it here. They may want your help with it, but they're not going to rush. They're going to take their time. It's a process. They may be learning as they go. Okay, they may be learning as they go. I kind of get the sense that the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Swords might be your response to this person. Like, hey, I thought this was going to happen. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it is happening, but I don't want to rush. I want to take my time here because I'm still open to a lot of new things and I'm a little all over the place. Now, if they're all over the place, Sagittarius, and then they have the audacity to be like, what's going on with Sag, and be pissed off and wait for you, you may have to sit this person down and say to them, okay, or these people or whomever down and say, okay, look, I love a lot of the stuff you're bringing to the table, but if you're going to keep doing this with me and being all over the fucking place because you're not really sure what you want, I mean, I'm here when you want me. I'm not getting off of this throne. I know what my grand vision is, and I'm thrilled that I inspire you, dude. But like, let me know when you're ready to be in king energy with me. I feel like even my feminines are in king energy right now. Like, you know what you want. You're like, yeah, you can bring it all to me here. And also watch out for people coming to you and utilizing something that you have and then not giving you the credit, or like not really following through. They say they will, but they might not. They just can't rush right now. And this may bug you. This may bug you, and you may change your mind about something to a degree. I think there may be a hesitation on a partnership to a degree, because someone can't let go of this Page of Wands energy and this Knight of Cups energy. They're very idealistic, but when it comes right down to it, they're not going to sit on the throne and make the choice the way you will, maybe, or vice versa, because your cards are Death, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. Some of you are going through this transformation, and it has been slow. Death is a part of the sleeping phoenix, because that's a scorpionic energy. Out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise. You will hold back. You will not invest at this time. Security is important to you. Three of Wands, you're assessing. See? Assessing. And you are assessing instant gratification and happiness. You also may be assessing and seeing that this person really lives in the moment, and you're like, I don't know about this. I'm not going to take action just yet. I wanted to know, some of you are also constantly looking for instant gratification. So am I. I haven't found it. Let me know when you find it. I wanted to know what this was a little bit further for you, which is the Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Wheel of Fortune. I do think you want something new. I think you want to change your own fate, and I think you want to change your own destiny. And I also think that you are willing to see yourself as a beginner with the Page of Pentacles and the Fool and learn a little bit. And anything could happen moving forward. Watch out for this being a pattern of constant reinvention. I mean, if you constantly reinvent yourself, that's okay. Sagittarians usually do every 5 to 7 years. But I see that you still see something good here in the future. You're just going to hold back for now. And here's why. You're focused on the future. Of course you are. You are the future-focused fire sign. Adoration and idealization. You are in a very idealistic place right now, and that is good. But idealization needs to become reality, or it's just nothing but a fantasy, right? So you're feeling adoration. You're feeling idealization. I think that you are idealizing your future, looking at your idealized future, but then sudden realizations, you weren't my first choice. Someone may not pick you for a job or a role that you thought they were going to, because we do have disillusionment at the bottom of the deck, disappointing clarity. Or conversely, you may suddenly realize, you know what, maybe I idealized you or this situation a little too much, and I'm suddenly realizing that you're actually not my first choice. There will be realizations about how appropriate someone or something is for you in this moment. It will disappoint you to a degree. This person may just lag their feet and you're like, you know what? I want you to make a choice. You're kind of all over the place. But I do think that the interaction in February is a necessary part of the karmic cycle and the destiny. I'm hearing it's supposed to happen. So anything you say no to will bring in something new. So if there is a lack of action, trust the divine detours. Okay, in the meantime, get focused, surrender to your pull power, because this sleeping phoenix, this sleeper, is awakening within you, Sagittarius. Understand and embrace the on again, off again energy and utilize it when you're feeling it, okay? You can still manifest and make progress, yes. All right, Sag, that's your deep dive for February. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. Link to the website for private readings is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.